I began my weight loss journey in January of 2024. At the making of this video, May 2025, I have lost over 90 pounds. You have requested more of my simple supper ideas that are delicious, low in carb, high in protein, and good fats, and simply just real food. We are ketovore, a combo of the keto diet and the carnivore diet. We eat lots of protein, beef, fish, chicken, bacon, eggs, and really good fats. Mostly I use pure organic butter. Butter is a superfood. I even put it in my morning coffee. One of our favorite meals is this fabulous, flavorful New York strip steak fajita. A New York strip steak cooked perfectly to medium. That's a light pink in the middle, with a little charred green pepper, a little bit of cream cheese, a little bit of sour cream, and some melted provolone cheese on a low-carb tortilla. Absolutely delicious. One of our all-time favorite meals, in fact. I always include my delicious gut-friendly, probiotic, rich, homemade sauerkraut with every dinner plate. Just about every dinner plate, you'll see me put it on. I have a wonderful video tutorial to help you make your own, and I'll list that below. Please check it out. Please don't be afraid of it. Just give it a try. It really is very simple. Very, very simple. Now, a lot of you have asked me, if I follow doctors on YouTube and who I listen to and why. And I do. I follow several doctors right here on YouTube. I'm going to give you the list right here. Dr. Ken Berry. I really like him. Now, he's very much more carnivore, but his wife, who is a nurse, she's more ketovore or keto. So it's good to get both inputs there. Dr. Eric Berg. I do enjoy him. Dr. Annette Bosworth, she is wonderful. She's a real butter advocate. Dr. Paul Saladino, I do like him very much. And Dr. Mark Hyman, I love to watch his show as well. And then there's one of my favorite. It's called the Primal Podcast. Now, she's not a doctor, but she has incredible guests on her show. I mean, really, the cream of the crop. And I would say the Primal Podcast is probably one of my favorite. You might want to check into that. Now, these doctors generally agree on the same health issues, and I feel comfortable listening to them and taking some of their advice. Sometimes, honestly, I think they know more than some of our own doctors. They just don't seem to have the time, I guess, to devote to nutrition and how it can help heal the body. If you ever wonder if Lou and I often crave sweets, I need to be honest. Yes, we do. I make a fabulous dessert once every 2 weeks or so, and I'm telling you this because my next video, I'll be sharing this creamy, delicious low-carb dessert that is actually better than the store-bought, and I can't wait to share this with you. It's been my little secret. The next meal is just so simple. Hamburgers. Or in our case, we call it steak burgers, because that's really what it is. We bought a half of a cow back in October of 2024. And yes, we ended up with lots of ground beef. I didn't want that at first. I really didn't. But I have to tell you, I'm quite glad that I did. I was concerned about it at first. I guess I just didn't think that I could come up with enough creative ideas, that it would be hamburgers all the time. But as it turned out, we really enjoy those hamburgers, or as I said before, steak burgers. Soon I came to the realization that this ground beef is the healthiest part of the cow. It combines the best of the cuts of the steaks and the roast, as well as the healthy animal saturated fats. It's an 80-20 ratio. I season the burgers with salt and pepper, onion and garlic powders, or you can use the granules as well. I do use onion and garlic powder all the time, so I try to make sure that I spend the extra money and buy the organic. It really is not that much more money to buy the organic seasonings. Now watch out for prepared seasonings, like these steak seasonings and things like that. Many times they are full of unhealthy fillers and as well as those hidden sugars. I cook these burgers in butter and bacon grease. Whenever I cook bacon, just like many of you, I save that grease and I use it. Why not? You have bought the bacon, you bought the grease, and it's good for you. You might as well save it and use it. And I love the way it flavors. And I just pour those juices that are in the bottom there, the butter, the bacon, the juices from the beef, and I just pour it over those steak burgers over and over again. It just adds an unbelievable flavor, really. Something you can't get at a burger joint. You can't go through the drive-thru and get burgers like these. They are just that good. I generally divide the meat into 2 half-pound burgers, and it's the perfect size for us. We generally eat 1 or sometimes 2 meals a day. Basically, if we're hungry, we eat. And if we're not hungry, we don't eat. A little more sauerkraut, some yellow mustard, and our vinegar and water drink we have before just about every meal to help stabilize our glucose levels. This was another winter dinner. It's hard to believe we are actually losing weight with these great simple suppers and feeling healthy too. Okay, the next supper up is chicken. We don't eat too much chicken. I don't know, I guess I just burned out on chicken for decades, really. We didn't eat that much beef. And now all of a sudden, we have just changed 100%. We do have chicken every once in a while, and this particular dish that I'm making tonight is really, really, really good. So yes, we do enjoy this meal. But we do prefer beef, but just to change things up, it's going to be chicken tonight. I use my same seasonings and lots of butter in my hot cast iron pan. I brown it on both sides, and then I add a little bit more butter and a little bit of fresh lemon juice. That way, when I take the chicken out of the pan, I'm left with lots of juices, almost a pan gravy, if you will. And I use that. If you cook it down a little bit, you don't need any flour to thicken it or anything else. You just need to leave it in the pan hot and just keep stirring it for a little bit, and it will reduce down to an absolutely delicious, creamy, buttery, lemon, salty, flavored sauce with the chicken, a little bit of the chicken fat in there. Now, of course, chicken breasts are very low fat, so it's not one of my favorite meals. That's why I add a little bit of extra butter, actually, just to make sure that we're getting the proper amount of fat that we need. And make sure that I brown it on both sides and add that little bit more butter and some nice fresh lemon juice. I keep fresh lemons cut up in my refrigerator at all times. I use them for everything from drinks to sauces I put it in my hot tea, I put it in my cold tea, I put it in water, I put it in my electrolyte drink. I use it for everything. And tonight I'm dressing it up a bit with some bacon and some provolone cheese. That's what I'm going to do with this delicious chicken. Oh my, was this good, and so easy and so quick. All these meals are so simple and so quick and so delicious. I mean, that combination, that will help you to stay on some kind of a good eating plan. This particular plan, I think, is killer. I really do. I think this is the one that Lou and I can stay on for the rest of our years. I make sure that I cover the pan a little bit with a lid from my bottom pan down there in my oven. And I put that on top, and I just want to make sure that cheese gets nice and melted on top. Tonight I opened a new jar of my sauerkraut. That's always a thrilling feeling. I just love doing that. It's been sitting in the back of my refrigerator for about, probably a month, maybe 2 months when I made it last on the channel, I think. It's just such a wonderful feeling to look and peek in the jar and make sure everything's good. And I just kind of comb it through with the big fork there, just make sure everything is the way it's supposed to be. I've never had a problem, not ever, and it is just so delicious. Tonight we had frozen organic broccoli with butter and a little bit more lemon juice. Let's plate it up and eat. Low carb, really big flavor. Our next meal was ribeye steaks, high in protein and all good quality fats. We love this cut too. I think my favorite, if I had to choose a favorite, it would be the New York strip. I don't know, I just like the flavor of it. But these ribeyes, they would definitely come in second. Oh gosh, that's a toss-up, I have to say. It's really, really a toss-up. The ribeye are actually more healthy because of the fat. You can just see looking at them. They're much more fattier than a New York strip, but New York strip is really good. I season them again to our liking, and I grill it in my hot cast iron pan. I'll tell you what, that's my best friend in the kitchen. If you own a cast iron pan and you've had one for years and years, you know what I'm talking about. Now, sometimes I throw any of our meats, our dinners out on the grill outside. I really enjoy cooking that way. We love it. We recently purchased a new grill. What do you call those? Blackstone, I think they are. Yeah, and I love it. I mean, you can just throw everything out there and have everything done at just about the same time. It's really nice, and you don't mess up your kitchen, and your house doesn't smell like meat all the time. And it's just it's been fun. We have really been enjoying our outside grill. Now I keep my pan on a medium high to a high. You know, there's no toxins in my pan, in a cast iron pan. Please, please don't use Teflon pans. If you have old Teflon pans, new Teflon pans, anything with Teflon, just donate it, or better yet, just get rid of it. Don't even pass it along to anybody else, because the fumes and the toxins that are coming from that pan are just, well, they're killing us. I'm convinced of it. I truly, truly am. You hear it every day. Every time you turn on a YouTube channel or the news, you will hear about the toxins in these Teflon pans. Now I'm rounding out this meal with some organic eggs I buy locally and some sauerkraut. I mean, can you just believe that we are actually losing weight? I have lost 90 pounds, over 90 pounds by eating this way. It is a real treat. I look forward to cooking. I look forward to eating our meals. And I know Lou, I think just about after every meal, he will say something like, man, that was good. It's kind of fun. It really is fun to have these delicious meals. now my next supper, I'm telling you, this is so simple. And many of you do this on a regular basis, not even knowing that it's healthy, perhaps. But it is. It truly is. I cooked up some bacon earlier in the day. And of course, I kept the grease. I always save that grease. If you're buying the bacon, bacon is expensive. And if you're buying good quality bacon, you might as well save that grease because you've already paid for it. You've already paid for it. So save it and add it. What I really like to do mostly with my bacon grease is add it to the butter that I put in the pan. So a little bit of butter, a little bit of bacon grease. It just makes for pure flavor. Pure flavor. I also sliced up a tiny piece of our homemade sourdough bread. Now, as far as grains go, bread, I do love making my sourdough, and I do believe that soaked grains are the only way to eat grains. It's just so gut friendly, and we just have a little tiny piece, maybe twice a week, if that. And I take this little tiny piece here, and I actually cut it in half. So we're really not eating much, but it's just that wonderful flavor. It's just a little extra element of flavor and a little something different that goes so well with bacon and eggs. And with our sourdough and bacon, I went ahead and cooked up some more of those delicious, highly nutritious, fresh farm eggs. They are just so magnificent. Now, here is the next meal. I totally forgot to film till the very end, so here are the plates. It was a lemon butter chicken with some grilled fabulous wild-caught shrimp. Did we enjoy it? You bet we did. Thanks for joining me today. Let me know in the comments if you love these incredibly healthy, simple suppers. Don't forget to join me in the next video. Bye now, and Lord bless.